Hey man, what's up YouTube? Alright, welcome again. I'm gonna make this real quick. I had a guy on my Facebook page, he told me well, he wanted to know some information about his PT Cruiser. The AC ain't cold, and he said somebody told him to replace the Orfice tube. As you know, a car gonna either have an expansion valve or an Orfice tube. You can't have both. They serve the same purpose, but you're not going to have both. You're either going to have an expansion valve or Orfice tube. In the PT Cruiser case, we use an Orfice tube. The Orfice tube serves the same purpose, man, as an expansion valve. We're trying to create a restriction inside that line to convert that high pressure liquid into a low pressure gas. Now, the reason he having a hard time trying to replace that Orfice tube is because it's built inside the liquid line. So you got a line traveling between your condenser and your evaporator. That's a liquid line. Remember, when you leave the condenser, you're leaving as a high pressure liquid. So some way we got to convert that into a low pressure gas before it hits the evaporator. So the line between the condenser and the evaporator is a high pressure line. But that's where the Orfice tube is housed at. Again, its sole job is to create a restriction to convert that high pressure liquid into a low pressure gas. That way, you know, by the time it make it to the evaporator core, it's cooler, and you know, it will result in better cooling system. So the answer to your question, buddy, is you can't simply replace the Orfice tube. You have to replace the line. The line again goes from your condenser to your evaporator. Basically, it's a liquid line. You remember, as you leave the condenser, you're leaving as a high pressure liquid. So the Orfice tube in that line going to create a restriction and turn it into a low pressure gas. So I hope that answers your question. You can't replace the Orfice tube. You got to replace the high pressure line. So, and you can find those all over the place. I done replaced a bunch of. You know, the problem that can cause is just say you turn your AC on, you get a bump. I mean, that Orfice tube can be restricted to the point where it causes, you know, freon restriction. It causes restriction. It causes the wrong kind of restriction. Its job is to, you know, convert high pressure liquid into low pressure gas, but it can also cause restriction. I've seen these cars, you turn the AC on, you get a bump. Now, don't let that fool you, because a cooling fan module can cause that also. You see what I'm saying? A cooling fan. If you got gauges hooked up to your car and your high side gauges are real high, chances are you're not getting any cooling flow over that condenser. So check your fan also. I mean, true, you may need an Orfice tube in the form of a liquid line, but you may also need a fan. So who knows? But like I say, you can tell. The only experience I had with Orfice tube is the AC bumps real hard when you turn the AC on, and you know that also turned out to be a fan issue too. So don't let that fan trick you. That fan will fool you. But I hope that answers your question. If this helped you, man, comment, like, and subscribe to the video or to the channel, and you know, I can come up with some more tutorials for y'all. All right, I gotta go. Hey man.